Get ready for The Splash Live, Greater West Bloomfield's dedicated update show. Events, businesses, and people. Anything and anyone causing a ripple in the community. And now, let's dive in to The Splash Live.
Hello and welcome to The Splash Live. I'm your host, Tyler Kieft, filling in for Dave Scott today. He is out in the field, but we'll be back tomorrow for our not live 90 minutes of news coverage here on Civic Center TV and across the Oakland County area. It all begins each and every day during the work week at 9:30 a.m. with this show, The Splash Live, featuring news and updates from around the Greater West Bloomfield Community. That's West Bloomfield Township and the Tri-Cities of Orchard Lake, Keego Harbor, and Sylvan Lake each and every day, 9:30 a.m. to 10 a.m. It's Greater West Bloomfield. Then at 10 o'clock, we expand further out all across Oakland County on the MegaCast with partners from all across the local area, community television and radio stations all throughout Oakland County, with stories from all throughout Oakland County as well, and interviews with people in the know all across our local area. Here's where you can find our full 90 minutes of news each and every day here on Civic Center TV. It's, of course, on our channel, Civic Center TV, on Comcast Channel 15, as well as on AT&T Channel 99 for those that subscribe to AT&T Uverse at this time. If you aren't a cable subscriber, maybe you've pulled the plug on this at that time. You've cut the cord, so to speak, and you're now using streaming or some other service for your television. You can always find us online, civiccentertv.com, a free high-definition service of our team here at Civic Center TV and the Greater West Bloomfield Cable Communications Commission, our live programming, as well as all of our municipal meeting coverage and our on-demand programming on civiccentertv.com. That's your number one place to go. You can also join us live on social media on Facebook at Civic Center TV 15, facebook.com/Civic Center TV 15, the place to go to find us live every single day on Facebook. You can do the same on YouTube by going to our YouTube channel. Go to youtube.com and search Greater West Bloomfield Civic Center TV, or just search youtube.com/Civic Center TV to find all of our programming live on YouTube, including both the Splash Live and the MegaCast Monday through Friday beginning at 9:30 a.m. In addition, you can listen to us on the radio in Greater West Bloomfield and throughout the Lakes area on 89.3 Lakes FM with a live stream on lakesfm.com. Those are all the places you can find us here in the Greater West Bloomfield area. If you go to civiccentertv.com/megacast, you'll find even more places that you'll find our 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. Oakland County and State of Michigan news on the MegaCast all throughout our local area. So whether you're staying here in Greater West Bloomfield this morning or you're venturing throughout Oakland County, you can stick with us for our full 90 minutes of news each and every day. Let's take a look at the weather report this week in the Greater West Bloomfield community. Coming up today, a beautiful Monday forecast in the Greater West Bloomfield area with daytime highs at 74 degrees with low humidity and a light breeze north-northwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Also, the Weather Channel says it's going to stay that way the entire day. They're referring to today's forecast as having, quote, abundant sunshine, and closed quote. So it's a good day to get outdoors for your break while you're on the job today, or take some work calls maybe outdoors if you can, and enjoy the sunshine, the nice little breeze outside. Unseasonably warm for the spring season, but feels like summer without the humidity today. That's the forecast. Tonight, lovely summer-like weather here in town as well. Low of 49 with a light breeze, same as the daytime breeze, north-northwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Sunset today expected around 8:48 p.m. Your Tuesday forecast, a bit of a warm-up with daytime highs jumping on Tuesday to 78 degrees, but also comes with a slight chance of rain. Just 11% of our local area expected to see raindrops tomorrow, potentially in the forecast. The skies will be cloudy early on with sunshine peeking through as the day moves forward. You can, however, expect with the sunshine there to be some greater winds as we get into a different weather pattern for the latter portion of the week. Winds, unlike today, winds on Tuesday, 10 to 20 miles per hour northwest during the day. Tuesday night, same deal with the winds. Some clouds in the earlier part of the night as that moves in. Low a low of 41, and the chance of rain drops from 11% down to 3% on Tuesday evening. Wednesday, your hump day features plenty of sunshine, but a definite cool down from the warmth of the earlier portions of the week. Daytime highs on Wednesday in the low 60s, actually, with a slight breeze north-northeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Then Wednesday night, much cooler, temperatures topping out at just 38 degrees in Greater West Bloomfield, along with a east-northeast breeze of 5 to 10 miles per hour. So maybe a warmer blanket, perhaps, if you're lounging around the home on Wednesday night, or you may even need to turn the heat on just to get your home temperatures up a few degrees and make it comfortable for your night lounging or sleep time on Wednesday night. Throughout the rest of the week, highs around the high 60s on Thursday and the high 70s on Friday, but be prepared for rain on Friday and throughout the weekend. Friday and Sunday have about a 25% chance of rain on each of those days. Your highest chance for rain, however, will be on Saturday of this week, with 54% of our local area expected to see showers in the Saturday forecast. Continuing on, let's talk about what's going on all around town. Last week, we had a great time on Friday morning at Temple Israel in West Bloomfield Township for the 51st annual Greater West Bloomfield Michigan Week Awards. Robert Brooks, the chairperson, of course, of the West Bloomfield Parks and Recreation Commission, was our MC for the event. Did a great job introducing everybody and keeping things moving forward. And, of course, his signature excellent public speaking, as always, talking about his dear friend, the late Jack Freed, who helped found Greater West Bloomfield Michigan Week over 50 years ago. And, of course, now you're seeing on the screen our West Bloomfield Youth Assistance Youth Recognition Awards, also recognizing our young volunteers a couple days earlier before the Michigan Week Awards on Friday, recognizing some of our high school students, our middle school students, our elementary school students, getting out in the community and making a big impact. We also recognized students and adults from not just here in the four communities proper, West Bloomfield, Keagle Harbor, Orchard Lake Village, and Sylvan Lake, but also in some of our other nearby communities like Walled Lake and Birmingham, Bloomfield Township, Bloomfield Hills, those school districts that are also connected to us here in the Greater West Bloomfield area, with several school districts well and beyond just the West Bloomfield School District, with students right here in our four communities. Congratulations to all the Michigan Week Award winners. We'll try to get some of you onto these programs very soon. Some really amazing stories from Michigan Week last week. And I'd encourage you, if you haven't watched our Sylvan Lake City Council meeting coverage from last week, Helen Jane Peters, in the last 10 to 15 minutes of the program, talked about the history of Michigan Week here in Greater West Bloomfield, about historic Michigan Week winners from Sylvan Lake, including this year's winners. And one of the stories, really interesting story about Helen Campbell, who was one of the winners of a Michigan Week Award this year. She received the award for help that she provided a neighbor and a friend of hers in Sylvan Lake who had a really unfortunate incident where she got injured and she couldn't use her arms and she lived alone. And so this person, being a good friend as she is and as she was at that time for that person, helped to take care of them as they recovered from that injury. Really interesting story, as all these people have. They have great stories and they've done amazing work in our local community. Congratulations to all the Michigan Week Award winners. You can find that on our homepage, civiccentertv.com, or on our on-demand page by clicking on demand on civiccentertv.com to see the full ceremony, about 90 minutes from Friday morning. And of course, it's going to be playing throughout the afternoons, evenings, and weekends here over the next few weeks on Civic Center TV. More news from around the Greater West Bloomfield area, some more people making an impact, including our kids. The West Bloomfield pentathletes won big over the weekend. Last week, we talked about some of the math pentathletes from kindergarten and first grade winning big in the West Bloomfield School District, doing great things in the math pentathlon tournaments. Well, over the weekend, even more good news from our local mathletes as students in the 4th through 7th grades competed at Stony Creek High School. And once again, we came away with many big-time winners at this event, including 2 Hall of Fame gold medalists, one from 4th grade, one from 5th grade. Petra Dovniak, a 4th grader, was a Hall of Fame gold medalist, getting 15 points, as well as Nauma Pasawan, a 5th grader, also a Hall of Fame gold medalist. We had a silver medalist, Malcolm Fiander, a 4th grader, getting 13 points, as well as a bronze medalist, Gabe Reamer, from 5th grade, also a bronze medalist. I missed a couple of others getting higher honors. Another Hall of Fame gold medalist from the 7th grade, Graham Kubiak, also winning a Hall of Fame gold medal with 15 points. Another few bronze medalists: Elizabeth Argvani from the 6th grade, Kelly Miles, a 6th grader, as well as Dominic Peterson, a 7th grader, all winning bronze medals. And 2 honorable mentions: Carly Miles, a 5th grader, and Annabelle Gohl, who was a 7th grader, also receiving 11 points and an honorable mention at that event. Congratulations to them, doing great things on the math side here in the Greater West Bloomfield area in the West Bloomfield School District. Congratulations as well to West Bloomfield High School student R.J. Card. R.J. has served as the diversity chair for West Bloomfield High School's Earth Club over the past year, and was not only elected as next year's president of the club, but will also take his love of the environment and environmental advocacy in the next couple weeks to Oakland University on June 2nd, where he will be one of the featured speakers at the Michigan Climate Action Summit. Big news from the West Bloomfield School District, and congratulations to R.J. Card on being able to speak at this event, being invited to speak at that event at Oakland University. Some fun this week and coming up in the near future here in Oakland County and across the Greater West Bloomfield area. If you're looking to get some fresh food from a market here in our local area, meet some of our local growers, and know where your food is coming from, a great place to do that is at the Oakland County Farmers Market, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays from 7 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. at the Farmers Market on Pontiac Lake Road in Waterford Township. You can find more information on the farmers market, including some of the vendors, some of the special events coming up there all throughout the summer season and into the fall as the farmers market is open, by visiting oakgov.com. Just navigate over to their Oakland County Parks website within the Oakland County website, oakgov.com, the place to go for that. Take a quick sip here and we'll move on to some things here right in the Greater West Bloomfield area. Beginning on Tuesday, Food Truck Tuesdays is back at the West Bloomfield Town Hall Complex. Join West Bloomfield Township, West Bloomfield Parks, the library, the police department, as well as your neighbors and members of the local workforce at Town Hall all summer long for food trucks with special eats every single week. You can join in on the fun this Tuesday from 11:30 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. as the Great Greek comes in as the featured food truck this week, featuring gyros, salads, chicken fingers, falafel, rice pudding, hummus, fries, and more. Check out more upcoming food trucks as well as the menu for this week and all the Food Truck Tuesdays throughout the summer by visiting wbparks.org/events. If you just navigate down the page to one of their Food Truck Tuesday events, including this week, the event on May 16th, you'll be able to learn more about the Great Greek and other food trucks coming up of all different cuisines, of all different tastes. Find the one that you like most, mark it down in your calendar, and come on down to West Bloomfield Town Hall, 11:30 to 1:30 on Tuesdays all throughout the summer. The Michigan Week award-winning Sylvan Lake Game Night is back this week on Wednesday at the Sylvan Lake Community Center. Come on down to the Community Center for a special euchre tournament, the featured game this week, as well as plenty of other opportunities for fun such as mahjong and a variety of other card games, yoga, and more. To sign up for the event or to find more information, you can call Amy, one of the leaders of the event, at 574-514-1919. Again, more information and to sign up for Sylvan Lake Game Night this week at Sylvan Lake Community Center at around 6 o'clock p.m. Call Amy at 574-514-1919 for more information. The Kids Commotion Concert Series is also back this week at Marshbank Park. Take the kids to Marshbank Park for a night of music, refreshments, and fun presented by Henry Ford Health. This concert kicks off at 5 p.m. with Joe Riley, the featured artist this week, taking the stage to kick off another summer of family fun and music for the entire family. Again, it's free to attend, and you can get more dates and upcoming lineups of musicians for all of the Kids Commotion concert series, as well as the other Marshbank Music Series concerts this summer by visiting wbparks.org. For Kids Commotion specifically, that's wbparks.org/kids-commotion. wbparks.org/kids-commotion. If you're interested in taking your gardening to the next level, a great place to do that is at the West Bloomfield Township Public Library this Thursday for some guidance from the experts. From 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. in the main library meeting room at the Town Hall Complex, an MSU Extension consumer horticulture educator will present everything that you need to know about establishing a new garden and starting plants from seed, including plant growth and development, gardening expectations, how to make the most of a small space, and the appropriate plants for your garden specifically. Hey, so whether you're starting a new garden at your home this summer, or maybe you're participating in one of the many local community gardens, this is a great free event open to the public that you can attend at the West Bloomfield Township Public Library. Learn how to start, learn how to continue, learn how to do it even better, and ask your questions from an expert that's going to be in town 6 o'clock to 7 o'clock Thursday night at West Bloomfield Township Public Library's main campus at Town Hall. Plenty of more opportunities as we talk about volunteerism in our local community for you to get involved in the community this summer. We got the food truck rally from West Bloomfield Youth Assistance, their biggest fundraiser of the year, coming up on June 10th from 11:30 a.m. to 9 p.m. at the Orchard Mall, and they are looking for volunteers as we speak. Help them pull off this really big event, tons of food trucks, activities for the whole family, and a great way for you to meet some of the people making a big impact in our community each and every day. Our community organizations play a big role in this, and you can too. They need volunteers. Trust me, it is a huge undertaking to run the food truck rally each and every summer. They've been doing this for a number of years. It's a great, relatively new event that's become a beloved tradition here in West Bloomfield Township, and so you'll want to join in. The great way to join in is as a volunteer. To find more information, wbyyouthassistance.org. And you can just click on their food truck rally link for more information. Lastly, mark your calendars for this July. It's the Orchard Lake Fine Art Show back on Powers and Daly Roads just off of Orchard Lake on July 29th and 30th. It's in the heart of what's called a town center in Greater West Bloomfield on Powers and Daly Roads. The actual streets are where this art show happens. They close down Powers, they close down Daly, just a couple of small streets within the middle of the township center area where they'll put all the artists out there and entertainment and more. And it's a huge undertaking also. It's right on those streets by the old Orchard Fitness off of Orchard Lake Road and the post office on Orchard Lake and Maple Road in West Bloomfield Township. They'll close that for several days to make room for this massive juried art show, one of the best in the entire nation. It's ranked in the top 100 year after year, and it's right here in your community. Learn more by visiting hotworks.org, and you'll find all of the information you need about artists participating and how you can purchase tickets for this great event. We'll take a short break on The Splash Live. On the other side, Dave Scott will join me to talk about the latest productions we've done here and ways we've participated in our community of late. A lot of fun has happened over the past couple of weeks, and we've got plenty more coming up in the near future. You'll want to hear about that next. Stay tuned. You're watching and listening to The Splash Live.
We'll be right back with The Splash Live.
In the face of COVID-19, staying healthy is important.
And now the same is true in the face of flu.
Influenza has the power to infect millions.
But it's easy to protect yourself, your family, and your community.
The flu vaccine is safe and effective. And with COVID-19 still around,
It's essential. Together we can face flu season head on.
Visit michigan.gov/flu.
1 in 4 Michigan homes has high levels of radon, a naturally occurring radioactive gas known to cause lung cancer. It doesn't matter where you live or what type of home you have. You won't even know it's there unless you test. So don't wait. Testing is cheap and easy. And if there's a problem, it's simple to fix. Visit michigan.gov/radon to learn more.
We took action. Will you?
Looking for a midweek meal? Keep the bag lunch at home this summer and enjoy street food in your neighborhood with Food Truck Tuesdays. Enjoy cuisine from around Michigan outside the WB Parks and Recreation Activity Center with a different vendor every Tuesday, like the Great Greek on May 16th. All summer, every Tuesday, Food Truck Tuesday. This community update from Civic Center TV and 89.3 Lakes FM.
Like what you see? Beautiful works of art, masterworks of metal, and accomplishments of artistry will be on display near you. All kinds of artists from all walks of life come together to celebrate their skill and appreciate their work's beauty. Hot Works presents the 2023 Orchard Lake Fine Art Show. Stop by July 29th and 30th between 2 and 10 p.m. between Powers and Daly off of Orchard Lake Road.
Let's savor these moments. Made possible by the COVID-19 vaccine. Keep the dining out going by keeping yourself protected and your COVID-19 vaccines up to date.
And now, back to the Splash, live.
Welcome back to the Splash Live, Greater West Bloomfield's daily news and talk show, live every day, Monday through Friday, 9:30 a.m. to 10 a.m. right here on Civic Center TV, on WBTV, on our website on civiccentertv.com, as well as on our Facebook and our YouTube pages. Plenty of places to find us, whether you're able to join us right bright and early at 9:30 a.m. or if you have to join us a little bit later, you can always find us all across our network, learn more information, and keep up to date with all of our shows on civiccentertv.com. It's all part of our 90 minutes of live news in the Greater West Bloomfield area and throughout Oakland County each and every morning. The Splash Live, 9:30 to 10 a.m., and the MegaCast from 10 a.m. until 11 a.m. Now, I told you before the break we'd be back, and Dave Scott and I, who host this show each and every day, he'll be back tomorrow from 9:30 to 10 a.m. and throughout the rest of the week. So you get a little bit of a break from me. It's going to seem like a couple weeks ago when I was out after being in the hospital. That nice little breather you got to get away from having this face on your screen, especially if you're watching on a bigger screen each and every day. Trust me, I feel for you. Every time I look in the mirror, I swear that mirror is going to crack from seeing this face each and every day. So a little break is always in order. And of course, I'll be here for a full hour after the Splash Live, Tuesday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. But plenty of fun we had over the past couple weeks here in the Greater West Bloomfield community with some of our biggest events of the year. Michigan Week on Friday last week was really nice, and it was great to get the community together to talk about the stories of the last year. Some of the great things that have been happening all throughout our communities were highlighted on that day, and we got plenty of more fun events coming up. Before the break, we talked about volunteer opportunities for the Greater West Bloomfield Food Truck Rally, which happens at the Orchard Mall on June 10th, and the Orchard Lake Fine Arts Show in late July, another big event, one of the last big events of the summer that kind of wraps things up before we get back into school season and football season and all that here in the Greater West Bloomfield area. But coming up really soon, we got our Memorial Day festivities, which is another great day of fun all throughout our community, and we're going to have a couple of parades this time around happening in our communities. In Keego Harbor, the Keego Harbor Memorial Day Parade, of course, is going to be in the morning on Memorial Day itself. You can find more information by visiting their website at keegoharbor.org. That event, 10 a.m. to roughly noon on Memorial Day, going down Cass Lake Road toward Orchard Lake Road. It's a great event. We'll have it for you on Civic Center TV. Another event just across town in Sylvan Lake. That parade begins a little bit after the Keego Harbor Parade. That parade beginning at 11:30, going right down Garland Street, straight up to the Veterans Memorial Park with the flagpole and all that. They'll do a Memorial Day ceremony after that. If you'd like to get involved, there's some people that you can contact. As I pull this up right here, I'll put it straight in front of me so I'm not looking off to my side as I'm talking to you here. A few people in the Sylvan Lake community that you can contact if you want to get involved in this event. Again, look, it's a very short parade and it's a short ceremony, but it is a big undertaking to organize with the city to get that parade going and to get everybody that's involved with that parade or wants to be involved in that parade in the prettiest little city in the state of Michigan. A lot goes into that. So if you'd like to get involved, here are a few people you can contact. Kathy Robbins, Greg Miller, Jim Smith, and Margarita Garcia are the people that are overseeing the parade this year. Find more information, or if you need to get in contact with them, another avenue you can take is simply calling City Hall in the city of Sylvan Lake, and they can get you in contact with these individuals. 248-682-1440. That's 248-682-1440. In the city of Keego Harbor, the window to volunteer for the event has closed. That needed the participant registration form needed to be received by last week, Saturday, May 13th. I almost spooked you there by calling it Friday the 13th. It was Saturday, but you may still be able to volunteer. If you go to keegoharbor.org, right on their homepage at keegoharbor.org, under their latest news bulletin, you'll find Memorial Day parade information. There is a volunteer form there, And you can also email Keego Harbor Parks and Rec at parksandrec@keegoharbor.org. Parks and Rec, R-E-C. That's not the full recreation, just Parks and Rec at keegoharbor.org. For more information on how you can get involved in the Keego Harbor Parade, Memorial Day Parade, I'm sure they still would love to have as many volunteers as they can to help them out with that event. It is a big event as they move down Cass Lake Road through the heart of the city of Keego Harbor, right up past Roosevelt Elementary, where we'll have our broadcast on the day of the event and have that live and recorded for you to see all throughout Memorial Day as we recognize those who have given their lives for our country and, of course, for our local area, especially those from our local area. Hey, if you're looking for some native plants, we talked earlier on about a great event at the West Bloomfield Township Public Library on Thursday to help you learn how to start a garden in your home environment or in a community garden this summer, how to improve that. A great way to do that is with some native plants. A couple places for you to look for that. wbparks.org/events. And you'll find their native plant sale, which is ongoing now. The pre-order window is open. It opened yesterday. It is open today through Thursday, 7 a.m. Until 5 p.m. If you go to wbparks.org, you can pre-order your plants through Plants for Ecology, which is their vendor. A portion of those proceeds go to support programs in the West Bloomfield Parks Nature Room at the Recreation Activity Center at the West Bloomfield Town Hall Complex. So really great way to get involved. And we had a great discussion last week with Lauren Azuri, the Parks Naturalist Supervisor at West Bloomfield Parks, about just how big of an impact native plants truly have on our local ecology and the benefits they can bring to your garden and to your lawn and to your home all throughout the summer and even into the fall. That's a great interview to look back at on demand, civiccentertv.com for all of that information. And mark your date, your calendar for later on in the summer, August 13th. Of course, we get toward the Woodward Cruise season later on in the summer, and everybody's got that car fever, that classic car fever. And that comes to West Bloomfield Township on August 13th at the high school, at West Bloomfield High School. It's a Sunday, 9 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. through West Bloomfield's robotics team, the robotics club. Car lovers can come out and see classic cars, exotic cars, hot rods, and more. $15 if you pre-order your tickets now by going to facebook.com, going to the West Bloomfield School District Facebook page, or visiting wbsd.org. Hey, if you don't want to pre-order and you're not sure what your schedule is going to look like a few months from now in August, really, a couple months from now as we're approaching the end of the month of May, you can show up to the event on the day of, on Sunday, August 13th, between 9 a.m. and 12:30 p.m. $20 at the door to get in, and all of that goes to support West Bloomfield Robotics, and they have a great program there. So keep up to date by visiting wbsd.org for that event, or stay with us on the Splash Live each and every day throughout the work week, Monday through Friday, 9:30 a.m. until 10 a.m. with Dave Scott or maybe even myself sometimes filling in as I am today. Well, that is going to do it for today's edition of the Splash Live. As always, you can join us live from 9:30 to 10 a.m. Monday through Friday, and keep up to date with us on civiccentertv.com to find our full shows on demand. If you're just tuning in and you just missed us, you'll find it on demand there sometime between 11 o'clock and 1 o'clock in the afternoon, usually about that time period where we're getting everything posted. And of course, you can just go over to our Facebook page or our YouTube page to find the videos immediately after our show concludes. Till next time, I'm Tyler Kieft. Take care of each other. We'll see you very soon.